Hello, Monday morning, or how shall I say? Have a sweet day and hope. I wanted to put out a short, hopefully somewhat short but important card read. And the theme that I chose last night for this morning was it is written in the stars. We've heard that in movies and books, and wise people say it is written in the stars. And yet, you are the key. You are the key. All you are is infinite love from the stars, from that mastermind of all that is and ever was. And I'm reminded to share a couple of things, in terms of my own path. Just when I think I'm sailing along and I've got love handled or some kindness handled, I realize that I may, in fact, want to be so helpful that I have a little bit of control, or at least that's not my intention. And I had something happen yesterday that was a huge eye opener because I did a card reading for someone and they never asked me. And it was very, very much mirroring what that person had decided, very much. And also it was teaching me after 2.5 hours that this dear person, my dear friend, just wasn't in a space. And if they have the right to choose, and they have it all, and they have some actually really good ideas as well, and that's their life. But also they didn't support something that I mentioned, and I could feel as I would probably start to mention this new thing that it probably shouldn't. It's a little that subtle, strong hint in terms of psychic ability and inner knowing. And it kind of bit me on the butt after. Because I kind of knew what I mentioned because she's usually so wonderfully supportive and very innocent and very subtle. And I got angry after myself for not listening to that beautiful, magnificent nudge of power that I have, and that we all have. I thought it was mad at her too, because she's in her own space of growth and not completely ready to receive or give her full energy. She can't. It's a certain space without going into much. And I realized, I had some of my own things going on as well. And they're not a fault, and they're not a victim, and they're not a poor you, and whatever. What it is choices. And still, I am the key. And you are the key. And everything is vibration and frequency and care. And I also was listening to Amanda Ellis a little bit last night. I only started following her. She is a intuit person in the UK, and she's pretty very grounded and just a very real person. And she's not into any diva-ship or my guides say this and my guides say that. She's just a like a lady next door. And she has things going on in her own family of what's called because it's B or jab. And in her family, her mom is experiencing side effects. And I have a nurse that works in ER, neighbor. I see her house right now out of my window. And they're not telling you some information. She sees a lot of return people who are having issues with. And here's the thing. We all have a right to choose. And this is pretty much Amanda Ellis's message and part interwoven into my message. We all have a right to choose. We all have a right to be and experience. We all have a right to care for each other, no matter what side of the street we're on. And think about it. Slices of divisions, of divisions, of divisions, of divisions, of divisions, of divisions. Black or white, who cares? Why be into a doctrine of racism when think of histories. What have we learned? We teach hate. We don't think we do, but we teach hate. We teach unwittingness. We teach be afraid. We teach we're better if we have this and you don't have that. We teach things that are so subtle that don't get to us until it's happened to us or around us so close. You can't mistake it. You can't. However, if you do, it's the program. It's the Lily effect. These cards today, technique of lifting. I don't know what's going to happen. I'm just going to take and go for one. You are powered by the stars, I tell you. You're made from the stardust. And so it may be written in the stars, some things, our contract with heaven when it's time for us to leave. But there are some things we do have control because we are sovereign. We are souls walking around or rolling around or crawling around. We have that power to say, wait, I'd like to redo my contract. Wait, in the tribe, being human or in a group, I think I want to pick differently. I might like to do this. And if someone comes at you emotionally in your face and spews this stuff, well, that's not going to make you switch, no matter what you profess to know or believe. And my speaking to you is always about being you. And doing that from the very best place of your own standing in sovereignty, your own standing in power, your own standing as existing. Because you are God on earth. You are an angel in form. You are wiser than wise, no matter what the experience. And I too am working through that. How to be in Florida with 2 cats, how to move on, how to retract, just be open to, and watch my vibration. So I've blessed the cards with the Reiki symbols. This is all about the angelics, and invisible good ones, the masters that we know of. I'll do it again. Put the Reiki in my hand. And so what do we need to know today? What will help us through? Talk to us about how we have the key. So I thought I would have picked one already, but I went to my Reiki program this morning that I'm on as a guest. And, I was there. It was a very sweet, very 1 hour. The program is called Good Morning Reiki, or it's from Engaged Reiki on YouTube. I do have a card. I'm just seeing if there is a second, so we can go into, and I'll just do a little overview on the card. Oh, it looks like there's 2. All right. Very interesting. Very interesting. One talks about a little bit of the theme that I mentioned, and they both do, but one especially in Move with the Flow. So, whatever is going on in our lives, and we are the key, let's do our best to move with the flow. Oops. Move with the flow. And this is the goddess representing this card. Move with the flow. It's also 6, 7, 8. It's a number 8. Move with the flow. Infinity. Yin yang. Male, female. Cycles never ending. Money. Go with the flow. And there's one more spiritual. I think it's about letting the universe help you. Go with the flow. Go with the flow. Number 8. You are the key. It may be written with the stars. Choose the path of least resistance. Try to be out of our head. Check in with our heart. What would be that next thing we will do? What? Breathe. And then so much heart energy as well. All the green, all the life, and the bees, the honey, the sweetness, things like that. The otter moving with the flow of the water, building. And there's number 2, 2 otters. So not only male and female, but also vibration and balance, number 2 and number 8. And then we have the goddess Isis. The goddess Isis, depicted in beauty, wings, the pyramid, all in amethyst, the pyramid pointing up. Yes, that part's more masculine, she is feminine, but also the pyramid pointing up to heaven creates a frequency to bring in. And this was all meant in ancient times for goodness, not anything bad, which we will come to know more and more. Because remember, there'll always be dark and light, no matter what. We are an electromagnetic, magnetic universe. We need both sides. But when there's too much of, you know how when you're at the beach and you love the sun, but it's time to go, you've had too much brightness, and not even the water can quench you anymore. You need to really, really cool off. So you go into a little bit of that, sometimes it's air conditioned, sometimes it's just the cool of shade, which would be a little darker than the bright of sun, because you've gotten so much the body is on overheat. So you go take care to be soothed and relieved. Well, the same thing with dark to light on our planet. The dark and hidden agendas have gotten that they were squelching those who know, who want to know, who are seeking, who are here. Even the plants, even the animals, way too much. And a great revelation is now happening. And we are, I would say we're over a huge hump, but that just means the issues, the crap, the deceptions, the possibility of clearing out is there for us to take a look at, much like house cleaning and organizing. And it's our choice. And many are mirrors that we're learning from. So for those of you who say, oh, there's reincarnation, well, life after life, we're mirrors. For those of you who say, oh, those terrible people, but in one carnation, you very much were probably that. If you really think about it, you could understand how somebody might have gotten way out of line. And there's also just compassion, even in moments that we don't understand, and throw our hands up in the air and just say, stop. Okay, I remember that's programming. That's something happened I don't get, but I didn't walk in those shoes. I'm walking in my shoes, and I hope, no, that feels difficult. Oh, remember where I'm from, remember who I am. So anyway, there's no death. There is no life after life. And even in this moment, when there seems a death, you are still the key. And you are powered by the stars, and you will return to the stars. So it may be written in the stars with your contract. It's a time. And that person's path has nothing to do with your path, except as a mirror to be in observance, compassion, notice, non-judgment. This is also 37, the number 10, or number 1, which is straight as an arrow. I want to read it to you because I want to remember myself. Strong, assertive, individual self-discovery. Know thyself, know thy power. 1, a great start to new beginnings. For us, a great start. If you make it so this day, you're a great start of new beginnings. You are the key. Embrace changes and embrace your new beginnings. It may be scary, and I don't know myself on the other end, but I know this, it must be good, because we are from a miracle mind. And so therefore, we are little but powerful miracles and keys on this planet. My little coyote heart just loves you. Have a great day. Look at, oh my gosh, I didn't, this is the Celestite or the Celestine. It's for higher consciousness, spiritual uplift, expansion. Very, very spiritual minded. And then I'm going to take my quartz crystal, clear crystal ball. It accentuates, it amplifies other crystals. Brings up that power even more. Blessings to all of you. Thank you for letting me talk to you. Please find me on PayPal if you wish to donate at Ritza Elizabeth, and look for friends and family. If you'd like a card reading, please get in touch with me. I do free or by donation, and